Milk is an incredibly rich source of protein and calcium for households across Uganda. But in a warm climate, raw milk spoils in a matter of hours. We can solve this spoilage problem through value addition. By processing raw milk into products like yogurt and ghee, we extend its shelf life, make it safer to consume, and increase its market value. Looking at this side-by-side comparison, we see why equipment choice is the vital first step. On the left, food-grade stainless steel stays inert and keeps the milk clean. On the right, rested iron actively reacts with the milk, altering its taste and introducing bacterial contamination. Selecting proper, sterilized equipment is mandatory. It protects the milk before the actual processing even begins. The first step in making yogurt is heating the milk to kill off bad bacteria. But applying direct fire to a pot often burns the milk at the bottom, which ruins the flavor of the entire batch. This shows the solution, the double pan technique. Notice the setup with an outer pan holding water and an inner pan holding milk. Direct fire only boils the water. The resulting steam provides gentle, indirect heat, safely pasteurizing the milk without scorching it. Once pasteurized, the temperature must drop to exactly 45 degrees Celsius. Adding the live bacterial starter culture while boiling at 100 degrees instantly kills the beneficial bacteria. By waiting for that 45-degree sweet spot, the starter culture survives and begins its work. Looking at this biochemical model, active bacteria consume lactose, milk sugar, and convert it into lactic acid. This rising acidity forces surrounding milk proteins to tangle together, creating the thick, creamy texture of yogurt. From heating to cooling to incubation, producing yogurt requires strict thermal control to dictate the biological outcome. While yogurt relies on live biology, making ghee is a strictly physical process. The goal is to isolate pure, shelf-stable butterfat. This diagram shows butter melting over low heat, separating into distinct components. First, the water content boils off and evaporates as steam. Once gone, impurities rise as foam, heavy milk proteins sink as sediment, and pure golden ghee settles in the middle. Harmful bacteria need water and proteins to survive. By physically stripping those out, we create a clear fat that can sit safely on a shelf at room temperature for months. Scientific processing prevents spoilage, but to actually sell these products, an entrepreneur must earn consumer trust. That requires professional packaging. This layout shows the requirements for proper dairy labeling. It clearly displays the product name, the ingredients list, and the best before date, ensuring the customer knows exactly what they are consuming. This flowchart reviews the two distinct paths of dairy value addition we've covered. The biological path takes raw milk, pasteurizes it with heat, cools it strictly to 45 degrees, adds the culture, and incubates it into yogurt. The physical path starts with butter, applies gentle heat, evaporates the water, strains out the solid proteins, and leaves pure ghee. By applying precise temperature control and maintaining strict hygiene, a vulnerable raw liquid becomes a highly stable, marketable product. For more educational videos and step-by-step guides, visit Yaka Digital Network.